Hong Kong, Reuters, 3 protesters from Hong Kong Euro trademark S radical youth opposition were jailed on Monday for taking part in a violent unrest, receiving the harshest sentences handed down to democracy activists since the city returned to Chinese rule in 1997. Edward Leung, 27, one of the leaders of a movement advocating Hong Kong Euro trademark S independence from China, was jailed for 6 years for rioting and assaulting police in a 2016 overnight protest that turned violent. He was found guilty of rioting by a jury and had pleaded guilty to assaulting a police officer. 2 other activists, Lo Kin Man and Wang Ka-kwei, were jailed 7 and 3.5 years respectively for rioting. About 130 people, mostly police, were injured when masked protesters tossed bricks and set trash cans alight to vent their anger against what they saw as mainland Chinese encroachment on the city Euro trademark's autonomy and freedoms. The government quickly labeled the overnight unrest a Euro Ariota Euro. Leung has supported Hong Kong Euro trademark's outright secession from China given Beijing Euro trademark's perceived erosion of the Euro or own country two system Euro principle, granting the city a high degree of autonomy since it was handed from British to Chinese rule in 1997. It wasn't a Euro trademark immediately clear if he would appeal against the sentence. Leung appeared calm upon hearing High Court Judge Anthea Pang announce the sentence, while murmurs of disbelief rippled through a crowd of about 150 activists and supporters watching a live broadcast outside the courtroom. Pang condemned the severe violence of the riot, which she said had caused a great danger to those at the scene, and which warranted the imposition of a strict deterrent sentence. Court absolutely does not allow livelihood or political disputes to be expressed through acts of violence, she said. Rioting in Hong Kong is defined under the City Euro trademark's Public Order Ordinance as an assembly of 3 or more people where any person commits a breach of the peace Euro. This offence, which carries a maximum penalty of 10 years behind bars, was last amended in 1970, a few years after a months-long pro-communist riot against British rule killed at least 50 people, including children. Hong Kong Euro trademark's most high-profile democracy activist, Joshua Wong, described the sentence on Twitter as harsh under Hong Kong Euro trademark's present era of political prisoners Euro. Wong himself was convicted of unlawful assembly under the Public Order Ordinance and served about 2 months in jail before the City Euro trademark's top court quashed the imprisonment sentences in an appeal. Extreme sentences Euro. Lian Ga Euro trademark's sentence was also slammed by some international voices including Hong Kong Euro trademark's last British Governor Chris Patten. Patten noted that the Public Order Ordinance carried vague definitions that were being used against a slew of local activists since the Euro umbrella movement Euro protests paralyzed major roads in the city in late 2014. It is disappointing to see that the legislation is now being used politically to place extreme sentences on the pandemocrats and other activists, Patten said in a statement issued via the London-based NGO, Hong Kong Watch. Jeffrey Nice QC, a barrister who led the prosecution in the genocide trial of former Serbian and Yugoslav President Slobodan Milosevic in The Hague, called the jail term against Leung unjustified But a police representative disagreed. Lian Ga Euro trademark's case amounted to political persecution. Sentence reflects the gravity of the offence, said Chief Inspector of the Organised Crime and Triad Bureau, Tsc Kwan. Rising Star. Although the court case does not deal directly with the issue of independence, the sentencing is likely to be seen as a broader warning against radical youth activism. Leung, then a student of philosophy at the University of Hong Kong, came to public prominence after the 2016 protests, and contesting a legislative council by-election that year. He was barred from running for another election later that year. China has repeatedly slammed the independence movement, fearful of the idea catching on in the mainland. President Xi Jinping warned last year that any attempt to endanger China Euro trademark's sovereignty would be an act that crosses a Euro-word linea Euro. Lianga Euro trademark's sentence came 1 week after 2 other pro-independence activists and former lawmakers were sentenced to 1 month in jail for assembling illegally in the legislature while still in public office.